Okay, so in my previous lecture, I was able to convert my local setup in a Docker, and we were able to do it successfully. We were able to test it successfully. Now, in this particular lecture, we are going to talk about that how we can productionize this entire Docker things on a render platform. So render is a platform which is going to give you a free resources, and with the help of that, you will be able to deploy your Docker file or any other application. You all will be able to deploy with a ease without even adding your credit card. So let me share my screen and step by step, let's talk about that one. So here, what I will do is that I'll go to Google and I'll try to search for render. Now, so once you are going to see this link, render.com, click over here. Now, after clicking over here, so it is going to ask for a sign in. So sign in step is very simple. You can try to do a sign in and then you can go into a dashboard. Now, once you will be inside a dashboard, right? Once you will be inside a dashboard, you can try to click on new. You can try to click on new. But before that, right? Before that, you have to push your entire project. You have to push your entire project, whether it's a front end or whether it's a back end, inside a GitHub repository. So first of all, let's try to see that how we can try to push this entire project inside a GitHub repository. The step is very simple again for a GitHub repository. So here I'll try to go to Git and then I'll try to create a new repository. So new, and then I can try to give a repository name customer churn churn deploy. So this is the repository name which I'm going to give, and then I can try to click on create a repository. So once I'm going to do that, it is going to give me a couple of commands. I'm going to use this command and then I will try to push this entire code which is available in my local system inside this GitHub repository. So first of all, git init, you have to initialize a git. So open up your terminal and maybe command prompt. I can try to close this one. So Control C, because as I don't need this one. Fine. And here, so CMD, now git init. So first of all, initialize and then git add dot. So add each and everything. So whatever is available in my directory, just try to add each and everything. Now, the next step is that git commit, and you can try to write any kind of a messages that you want. So this message you can try to change. So it's my customer churn Docker, anything, any kind of a messages which I want, I can try to write it down. So I'm just going to do the commit operation over here. Now all of these files are committed, by the way. Now, so once commit is done, the next step is, okay, let me close this part. So once this part is done, so next step is, so git branch -main for the very first time, not for the second time, but yeah, for the very first time, you have to do this one. So git branch main. So fine. And then you have to add this branch because system is going to push all the code inside this particular branch. So just try to do this one and hit enter. So once we are going to hit enter, so it is going to add this particular URL. So where I'm going to push my entire code. And then the next step is git push origin main. So just try to push this entire code. And in some time, so I will end up pushing the entire code, as you can see. And now if I will come over here, so I will be able to see my code. So I have a backend code and I have a front end code. Yeah. So first of all, I'll try to deploy a backend and then I will try to deploy a front end. So only backend first, right? Only backend first. And then obviously I have to make some sort of a changes in a front end in terms of a URL, because even now, if you will go and check, so URL wise, we have a local host URL, which is not going to work. So obviously I'm going to update this particular file. I'm going to push it once again, and then I'm going to deploy this one. So first of all, I have to deploy basically a backend. So now go to a render dashboard. Step number 1, click on new, just follow along with my mouse. Yeah. So click on new and click on web service. Yeah. Web service. Now, once you are going to click on web service, so for the very first time, it is going to ask you to connect with the GitHub. So just try to log in with the GitHub, connect your render with the GitHub. Once you are able to do it, it is going to show you all the repository. So this is the repository in which I have pushed my code just 1 minute back. So customer churn deploy. Now click over here. Okay. And a very less configuration you have to do with the Docker. So here name customer churn deploy. That's completely fine. I'm not going to change this name. Language, leave it as it is, Docker, because we are trying to deploy a Docker, not a Python file directly over here. Branch is main. And a root directory. So here inside my main branch, customer churn deploy. So I have basically a backend as well as I have a front end. Currently, I have to deploy only a backend. I don't want to deploy my front end. Front end I'll deploy separately, and backend I'm going to deploy separately. So here I can try to write that, okay, so just try to basically use a backend as a root directory. So this is important. You have to mention that, and then click free, because I'm not supposed to, like, I'm not going to pay for it basically. And then you don't have to do anything. Anything means literally you don't have to do anything. Just click on deploy a bev service, and it is going to take some time. Some time means it is going to take maybe a 4 to 5 minutes of time for you to build the entire Docker images. And finally, you will be able to see this particular link, and we are going to even test this particular link in our system. Yeah. So just wait for 4 to 5 minutes of time, guys. And then once it will be deployed, we are going to test the link. Okay, so now we are able to see that our service is live, and yeah, so this is live at this particular URL. Just follow along with my mouse cursor, and the service is live at this particular location. So just click over here, and here, so just try to say DOCS so that you will be able to access the FastAPI, and I'm able to see this entire URL. And at this URL, I'm able to see a FastAPI. So I can try to click on try this out, execute, and yeah. So it is going to execute, and it is going to give me some of the response. Now this is my global URL, right? This is my global URL. And at this URL, I will be able to do a prediction basically. So this is the URL which I have to update in my front end, so that system will be able to hit this particular URL, and successfully we are able to deploy our backend services, right? Successfully we are able to deploy our backend services. This is just a backend, not a front end. So I'm trying to show you a standard approach. So where we try to deploy a backend separately and a front end separately. That's a standard approach we always try to follow across all the organization, so that we will be able to control a backend separately, and we will be able to control a front end separately. So with that, thank you so much everyone. Take care. And in my next lecture, I'm going to show you a front end deployment.